I just think, every year we try to figure out something to do that's a little different than we did the year before. And, um, you know, I mean, what bigger place than the Opry for us, being a country music singer. What a cool place to come and not only sing, but to be able to do this, and um, sort of kind of merge what we do with what they do and try to just, bring more awareness to it. I think when you pair up like that, I think you're hitting a broader, mass of people. And, like I said, it's just with us, it's just every year trying to figure out ways to make it new and different and exciting. And this just seemed like a great fit. I had one of my best friends lost his wife to breast cancer when she was about 29 years old, and I was there with him and watched her go through that and watched him go through that and what it did to their family. They had two really young daughters at the time, and I just it was right about the time my career was getting ready to take off, and you start doing things that people ask you all the time, you know, what do you want to donate charity wise? What do you want to donate to? What are you involved with? And at the time, I really wasn't involved in anything. We had done some things for St. Jude's and things like that, but nothing that I was like full throttle. And it was just kind of almost like kind of just a signal for me to say, I think this is something that really was a personal thing for me that I watched, and I could see the effects of it. I have two daughters of my own, a wife, a mom, a stepmom, a sister. And so it's just something for me that I got involved with because of that, and just, hopefully to keep other people from having to go through what I witnessed. It is. It's a big one. Every year that's part of what we do. I mean, every ticket we sell for a show throughout the course of the year on my tour, proceeds of that go into a pot, and at the end of the year, that goes to Susan G. Komen. And typically we pick a city to do the show in, and whatever city we're in, that city, gets the check. So Susan G. Komen chapter of Dallas or whatever. And the first one I ever did, we did it here at the Wild Horse, and I think we raised 38 grand or something, and I was excited to have that number. And just, over the years, it's been over $3 million. So tonight's check's a little larger than 38 grand, but it just goes to show you how much we built it up over the years, and it's sort of the grand finale to say, hey, this is what we've done for you guys, and it goes for breast cancer research and mammograms and things like that for women, and that's sort of the grand finale. Bring that check out and get to present it to Susan G. Komen and sort of see the look on their face. That's, to me, is kind of what it's all about.
I've actually done a whole lot of stuff over the course of my career with anything that deals with breast cancer awareness, anything that really helps promote people that are fighting that and dealing with it. My grandmother on my dad's side actually had breast cancer. There's been other people in my family that have had scares with it. So any chance that I get to really be a part of something that's not only raising awareness but also helping people with the fight for that, it's special to me. So getting to be here on a night that Opry goes pink, and obviously being able to roll that into as well, what Jason does every year with his event, having it all here and being a part of it was something that was important.
In the best way possible, yes. But I think being a part of this night, when we were asked, it was a very, very immediate yes, just because we have been touched as a family so deeply by cancer. Breast cancer, my great aunt has kind of fought off and on in Texas, and cancer of other sorts has hit our family really hard. And part of the reason that we even recorded this album was because of my grandfather's battle with leukemia. And so anything we can do to raise awareness, to continue to help raise funds. The amazing thing about this as well is the organization is local. So all of us that are affected here and the families of those here in Nashville, all of the money goes to that. And it's just, it's an honor to be here. It's a really really amazing lineup of artists as well. Jason Aldean. I mean, we went out with him on on the CMT tour. Like, I think it was the second tour we ever did. It was Martina McBride and then Jason. So it's good to see an old friend. We're playing it tonight, actually. There's a song on the record that my mom and dad wrote. They co-wrote it, and it's called "We March On," and it's just about how the opening line of the song is, sometimes the valley's deep, sometimes the mountain's high. Sometimes we get to rest, sometimes we get to fight, but we march on, and that's what the song is about. And we felt like we picked that one actually on purpose for tonight.
It's a great question because someone that's going through a battle, like cancer or any other type of disease like that, where you've got an ongoing battle, there are days to where you do have down days, and so you just have to get up and you have to put your fight face on, and what's so wonderful is the people that typically are battling that, they put it on for their loved ones. They put that fight face on for their loved ones, and so we're reciprocal beneficiaries of that, and it's just it's an encouraging word for them, but they encourage us as well.
This event has always meant a lot to us. Eddie and I have always been a part of the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I've always worn the pink chucks during the month for shows, or whether it was in shows or studios. But it does mean a lot more now that we're 2 years past it, and Angie's doing really well and stuff. We learned so much about the disease and the treatments and what families have to go through, not only just the women, but the families and everything else. That being on this side of it, I want to try to help out more family members, as my wife has, through the past couple of years, have met other people and have been there. Met a lady in the mall and found out that she had breast cancer. She's kept up with her. She's been a support system for her and a couple other ladies that she has met since her treatments, that she's been an arm and a support system for. And I'd like to be there on the other side of it for the other family members, because it is devastating for everybody, not only the spouses, but for the kids and everything else. So we want to try to give back after what we've gone through and what we've had to deal with. Want to be, I can't say a wealth of knowledge, but what we have learned from the experience, to be able to pass that on to help ease and coast other families through what they're going through, because doctor terms and not political, but scientific terms and everything can kind of overwhelm you. But what we've learned from it, if we can kind of, the layman's term for people and kind of help them and comfort them through what they're going through, is what we aim to try to do from here on out.
Yeah, it keeps getting bigger and bigger every year, man. And that's the whole thing about it. And like I said, it seems like we keep getting a step closer every year, man, to wiping this crap out. And so I can't wait to that day when, when they come on the TV and it's like they found a cure. And then I think, that's going to be bigger than sending a man to the moon.